Happy Friday, everyone. It's Ellen from Wildbirds Unlimited in Joliet. Happy Friday! It's Friday, and on Fridays we go live on Facebook to tell you what's happening at the store, what's happening out in nature. And today we're going to focus in on how to help some of our favorite spring and summer visitors prepare and start refueling for fall migration. So we're going to talk specifically about hummingbirds and orioles, but a lot of this will apply to many of your other songbirds that may be migrating and moving around the country as they prepare for winter. So we're going to talk about that today, but to start off, I want to mention our events because we have some really good events coming up. In particularly tomorrow, we have Wings and Talons coming by the store to bring some bird ambassadors to our store. So it's going to be always a good time when Wings and Talons comes by. They have these educational bird ambassadors. They're all birds of prey, but they have a couple new ones, some new falcons. So be sure you come by tomorrow between 11 and 2 to come see those birds in person. You get to see them pretty much really up close, learn about them from the experts, volunteers at Wings and Talons, and it's just always a good time. Of course, we have some other cool events coming up, like our next weekend on the 23rd, we have two events happening. The first is happening in the morning. It's from 10 to 11:30. We have honeybees with Frank Ibera. If you've never come by when Frank has been here, he is really a fantastic person, and he really has a huge backing. You know, he not only is a master gardener and he's a honeybee keeper, but he's also heavily involved in the Illinois Audubon Society and our local Will County chapter. And he also does a lot at Midday and Tallgrass Prairie. So be sure you come by and check him out, because not only will he be bringing bees here at the store to kind of show you what they're all about and talk about honeybees, but also he'll talk about our native bees and how we can help those bees out as well, because they are just as important, if not more important, than our European honeybees that are non-native. But he will be here to talk about that. Right after Frank, about 12 o'clock, we're going to start the next session of our rock painting. So it was so popular last time, and some of you could not make it, so we decided that we would do it again for you guys so that everyone can participate in that fun activity. Again, you can come. There's no right or wrong time. Rock painting is from 12 to 3 on the 23rd, and you can come, make a rock for yourself, make a rock for our garden, whatever you like. It's kind of a free-for-all on making rock paintings. On the 30th, which is the last Saturday of the month, we have an in-store presentation, and it's called Clean and Simple Bird Feeding. So if you would like help on how to make bird feeding a clean, streamlined, very simple hobby, this is your presentation. It's great for everyone and anyone, that whether you're a total beginner bird feeder into the hobbyist, or have been in it for 20, 30 years, it does not matter. Wherever you are along that spectrum, this presentation is going to be perfect for you, and you'll learn something and walk away with something new, and that maybe you didn't know, or a way to improve your setup. But let's talk about it. What's happening with hummingbirds? What's happening with orioles? Let's talk about hummingbirds first. Bring my cart by me. I have some goodies I want to show you. So hummingbirds, if you have been lucky enough to be grabbing some hummingbirds, this should be the peak time. I know here at the store we're getting multiple visits of hummingbirds a day. I know both at my home and my parents' home, I'm hearing several sightings. You know, sometimes two birds are coming to the yard at the same time. And I have a trick that I can help you with that talks to how to get the most from this peak hummingbird time. Okay, this is the peak time to see hummingbird activity. Let's get our feeders out and going. So again, there are a couple things that I would recommend to make the most out of this season. All right, because we have all the adults plus all the babies from this season that are out right now. So now is the time to see hummingbirds. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to offer the food that they like. Yes, you can plant native plants and flowers in your yard that are going to be a great resource for hummingbirds as they fly through and start heading out for migration. But there are other things that we can provide too, like supplemental food in the form of bird feeders. Now, it's kind of a couple important factors to think about when providing food for hummingbirds. First of all, you want to make sure it's fresh. Okay, change that nectar 2 to 3 days when we get into those, hot temperatures like we are having. If we are above 80 degrees, change it at least every 2 days, if not daily. Okay, so it's really, really important that that nectar stays fresh because if it does, it spoils. Just like you and I, the birds don't want to eat spoiled food, and neither do we. So make sure it's fresh. Okay, that goes along with your feeder. Make sure that you're cleaning that feeder every single time that you are changing out that nectar. It's super, super important, and you're gonna get a better results. Okay, those are the two big factors that play when we hear they're not seeing hummingbirds anymore. I always ask then, how many times are you changing that nectar a week? And then are you cleaning that feeder every time that you change that nectar? And oftentimes one or both of those factors are not happening, and that is why you start losing out on your hummers. So we want to make sure it's fresh. We want to make sure that you're making that feeder clean so that it's a clean spot for when they come in to feed at your feeder. Um, I also, at this time of year, especially when we have an abundance of birds, start putting out extra feeders. So you know how much I love my high perch hummingbird feeder, but sometimes this is a great time to use some of those fun, cool, different feeders, such as those glass feeders that we have from Parasol, like this one here, or this one here is perfect for a little additional hummingbird feeder. Again, a little bit goes a long way, especially since you're changing it so frequently. So a hummingbird feeder like this is going to be perfect. You know, we're getting a high temperatures tomorrow, something like this that you're going to change the nectar anyway daily. It's perfect. You don't need a huge, big vessel to hold a lot of nectar because the hummingbirds you're going to be changing that nectar frequently, okay? If they're not drinking it all on you anyway. So that's a big thing. Now, the other thing with so many birds out right now, hummingbirds, that is, it's really important that if you want many of these hummingbirds to hang out in your yard near your hummingbird feeders, that you keep your feeders out of sight of each other. Okay, so sometimes it can be putting one in the front of the house and one in the back of the house. But it doesn't even have to be that far apart. Perhaps I am the tree, right? And one's going to be on one side of the tree and the other is going to be on the back side. You know, it does not matter as long as the feeder itself cannot be seen by the other feeder. Because what will happen is you'll get a dominant bird that does not want to share the food resources and it's going to drive all the others away. So if you put them out of sight, they're not going to know that other birds are visiting and stealing their nectar, and you can get more hummingbirds to your yard that way. So that's a really big, big tip, okay? The other bird that is starting to prepare for migration, if not already on the move, is our Orioles. So whether you are on the spectrum of have had them all spring and summer since they arrived, or perhaps you're one of those people that only gets them when they first arrive in the spring and you don't see them the rest of the summer, now is the time to get those feeders out. Okay, and what I mean is put all the good stuff out. All right, these are some of the feeders I grabbed. I absolutely love our WBU Oriole feeder because you can offer all three foods that they really, really love. Actually, you can offer more if you really wanted to with this one because of how it's designed. So the bottom here is designed to put in liquid. Your hummingbird nectar is the same nectar that your Orioles will drink. Okay, I like this feeder too because this hanger actually can be unscrewed and used as a skewer to skewer your citrus. They love oranges too, but you can experiment with different kinds of citrus that maybe they'll be attracted to. And then these wells. These wells particularly, I like to offer grape jelly. And the important things when you're picking grape jelly is that it's more natural and doesn't have added fructose corn syrup or dyes or added sugar, those kind of things that are additives to jelly that's traditionally made. I really like our birdberry jelly because it's ready, it's safe, it's good for birds. You don't have to do the reading of the label when you're at the store. It's good for your birds. But, if you have something at home that's going to be equally as good without that high fructose corn syrup or those additives in it, use that. All right. But the really important thing when working with jelly and birds is that we are offering a small amount. Okay, whether it's those little wells like I showed you on here, these little tray spots where you're going to put a little dollop of jelly, or something like this that holds a little bit more jelly. But again, it's not a really deep container. It's not really wide, and there's spaces for the birds to cling on to this and not getting into the jelly. So we want, because we're still in the summer and we still have high temperatures, and this is a sugary food just like your nectar, you want to be able to change it frequently. Okay, sugary fruits can spoil more quick in warmer weather, so make sure that you're changing it at a decent rate and that we're not providing a whole bottle at one time. Okay, we want to make sure that it's fresh and good for them and keeping them safe and healthy. But at the same time, if you're putting the whole bottle of jelly in a container to feed for birds, it can be a little dangerous for birds. So be sure that you're keeping it small profile. A little bit goes a long way for these birds, all right? Other things that you could offer in that cool saucer type Oriole feeder is mealworms. So perhaps half of these wells are going to be jelly, and maybe the other half, the other two, you're going to put some dried mealworms in it. Dried mealworms are going to be loved by not only your Orioles, but a lot of other birds will take advantage of that high protein meal. So be sure you're putting out all the things that are going to give them the energy to do the migration that they need. Now, with hummingbirds and Orioles, yes, the migration has started. And for some species, it starts much earlier than even August. But the important thing to note is that it's continuous. So one day we might be getting, the birds that are here will be gone one day, but we will be getting new birds from further north. So the travel of migration is extended for many, many weeks. So the important thing to remember, is to make sure that you're keeping the things that they need out, like fresh food, high protein foods that are going to fuel them as they make their journey down. All right, so just be sure that you keep it up and that you're doing the right things for your birds. If you don't have the time or you can't, get out there and clean your nectar feeder, it'd be better that you don't at all. All right, and I don't say it to be mean, I say it to be kind to the birds. All right, it's better to take the time and do it right than have a nectar spoil or the feeder get moldy and the bird gets sick, okay, because they will not make it the journey. Okay, just across from our southern borders all the way over into Mexico, it's 500 mile, okay, 500-mile flight. So they need to be in top condition, they need to be flight ready, they need to have all the fuel they need to make that big journey across the body of water. Okay, they need the fuel. So be that source. They can count on you. Okay, all their family members from further north are gonna be able to count on you too, because you're gonna be providing the things that they need and the time that they need it. Okay, be that reliable source for them. All right, really important. For both birds and almost all birds right now, another really important thing that you can provide is water. Water, water, water. Now, hummingbirds, of course, like a mister or perhaps even a bubbler, something like this that they can kind of flutter through or come up to and drink from. But other birds, even just the sound of moving water from like a water wiggler is enough to bring them in. You may never know all the birds that you can attract by just making your water move. So yes, a dish with water is great, but add a water wiggler and I'm telling you, you're gonna get all the birds in the neighborhood. You could even get warblers and things that may not typically come to bird feeders coming because you have a water source. It's really, really exciting time. Two great times to see birds is spring migration, but the next is fall. Don't let it slip by you. Take advantage of it now. Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad you're seeing lots of hummingbirds and goldfinches and lots of good stuff happening right now. So it's a great time. I always say this is the best time of the year. Babies are out. Our bird activity is banging right now. So if you're not on it and getting those foods out there for them, providing the things they need like water, you're going to be missing out on some of the best action for birding, backyard birding, front yard birding that you can get this season, okay? Just letting you know, our 15% off bird bath and water product sale ends the 17th, which is this Sunday. So be sure you shop online or in store and take advantage of the sale while it's still here. All right, let's get to it. We have a couple other things I want to quickly show you. We have some new items, and I really want to show you some of those. First of all, I want to show you some new silver forest earrings that have come in. We have the new fall stock, and I just grabbed a couple that, you know, from the new display that we have. I want to show you those. Check those out. I love like it's kind of like pine cones and acorns and things, and like kind of engraved in there. It's really, really cool. Check these guys out too. So fun, so beautiful. I hope they're coming out clear so that you can see them. But we have such a great stock of silver forest earrings. I love that they are made with that surgical steel so that they're not going to bother your ears. If you're like me, my ears can blow up if I'm wearing the wrong type of earring with the wrong type of metal. These are never a problem for me. So Silver Forest is a great company. You earn a sticker on a card that you can then send in after you purchase 5 pairs. It's a really great deal, and you can pick your own that they will send you for free. Such a great program, and it's definitely worth it if you are an earring girl and or guy that loves to decorate their ears with some beautiful earring wear. There's that. We have some other good stuff in the way of jewelry I want to show you. We did get in some new follow bracelets, and I'm meaning new, like new animals, as well as some of our other animals. We restocked, and they're in a couple new colors. So some of these are some of our the older animals that we have had in the past, but they are in some new colors, which is really fun. So we have those, but I also have new animals, and I want to show you and highlight those too. Like the whale. Check that out. I love the little, excuse me, the little stone that is showing off that animal that you have, and they look so cute. I just love, love, love it. Oh, it's a whale. We have a koala. There's a new animal. We have a leopard. Super cool. And we have the wolf. There's new animals that are coming in, but they come in a variety of different colors, so be sure you stop in sooner than later to get the color that you are really looking for. If you've never heard of Follow before, they're pretty awesome. It comes inside with a QR code that you scan, and you can upload a free app to your phone or a tablet, and then essentially, like the back of this shows, you track your animal. So each bracelet comes with an animal, and you get to track it on your own device and watch it as it moves around, and you can learn fun facts about it and learn about the conservation that each organization it works with each animal, and learn how you can help out that conservationist just by purchasing Follow. So really cool bracelets with a cool cause. I'm really happy to get in these new animals. I really believe in this mission, and I really enjoy it. So personally, I enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it too, guys. All right. Some other fall things that we have gotten in is our bird-friendly coffee. We have back in stock the limited edition pumpkin spice blend. It's only available in ground, but oh man, when I moved that, it smells so good, guys. So good. If you are a pumpkin spice lover, try out our new bird-friendly pumpkin spice blend limited edition coffee. If you've never heard of bird-friendly coffee, it's not coffee for your birds. It's actually grown under the canopy of the rainforest, where much of our coffee is commercially grown, except unlike commercial coffee where they cut down the rainforest to make way for coffee plants only, this coffee is grown under the canopy, meaning it has a biodiverse atmosphere where it's growing. The birds and the insects are all working simultaneously to grow some amazing coffee, shade-grown coffee that helps support bird habitat, and it keeps the birds that we love, like hummingbirds and orioles, having a winter ground to go to. They don't have a winter home to go to. Will they come up for spring and summer? That is the big question. So to help support birds, support bird-friendly coffee and bird-friendly products like bird-friendly chocolate that is also grown under the shade canopy. It's certified Smithsonian, and you're doing good for your birds. Tastes good and doing good, feeling good, right? Yay, good to hear. I know. And listen, if you're getting a lot of goldfinches, listen for that two-toned feed me call. And watch for babies coming out, because I'm telling you, they're harassing dad. And it is absolutely too funny. I love it. It's the best time of year, I'm telling you. Also behind me, I have a whole bunch of new fall stakes. Some of them are spinners. Some of them are solar light up scarecrows. So that is super, super fun. So come in and check that out. I also have a ton of new fall decor. I'm going to show you some because some of them are just so cute, guys. Yeah, so we have typical pumpkins for tabletop decor. I have these in the same orange color, as well as the small ones also come in the green. So any decor will work for you guys. But also some of these, guys, some of these tabletop ones are just so cute. When we were putting them out, we couldn't decide which is our favorite. But check these birds out, guys. Check out these fun Halloween fall-like birds. Perfect for a tabletop or a fireplace mantle. There's lots of ways to utilize them, and they just are so stinking cute, right? I mean, tell me how that's not cute. We also have some smaller ones if you're looking for some small things, like these guys. Let's see if I can put them all in my hands, because we have quite a few of them. Let's see. Might have to do a couple at a time. Check out these little guys. Oh, wrong way, this way. Yup. Our critters got a whole lot cuter. But check out this guy. Look at this. We got a squirrel and a sloth here too. Oh my gosh. How stinking cute, right? But if you guys are dog lovers, which I know many of you are, even the pooches got a glow up. Look at these guys. They come in a couple different styles of dogs. And I know some of you have dogs that match these. Oh my gosh. Look at those. I know how much you guys love your dogs. We got some dog and cat fans here. But I know you guys would love these right up your alley too. So we did that. Oh, I want to show you because we have new, we do have new flags. Our mats are coming. They'll probably be here by next week, at probably Monday. I thought that they were going to be coming in today, but they didn't show up. So I'm thinking that they'll probably show up on Monday or over the weekend. But anyway, I do have new fall flags, and I have new fall and Halloween door decor. I'm going to show you a couple styles real quick. Door decor for fall. Check this one out, guys. Check these guys out. So more of like a floral door decor. This one, 'tis the season, guys. Fall, right? It suits everything fall on this one. We also have some other cute ones like these guys. These guys are also super cute. Check these out. Fun, nice and big. Brings the season together. But I also have some really cool ones. We have a couple of these that actually light up. Hopefully it shows up on this live. Check that out. It does have a little bit of, you can kind of see it lighting up on the background. Those lights. Oh, I guess the eyes are moving too. I didn't notice that. How cool is that? This one is pretty cool too as a door hanger. The eyes change colors. They're pretty fun. Pretty different, right? What do you think? I'll show you some flags that we have that are new. Right here. So I guess I'm going to show you the Halloween ones first because they're up front. But I just grabbed a couple. We have tons and tons of Halloween flags and fall flags and almost all different styles and sizes. I even have some full-size flags available. Check. I just grabbed a couple that are really, really cute. Ones that maybe I would want. Hopefully my husband's watching. and this one's more fall-like. I love the birds, the fall leaves in the background. Check this one out too. Looks so cool, right? Welcome, friends. And then these two are, we have a couple of different styles of these, but these were really popular last year, and we sold them really quick. We have a couple more new ones in, but they're they're really long. They call them estate garden flags. So they're still the garden flag width, but they are long. But look at that. How beautiful they are. So definitely have to come in store and check out all the new things that we have. I know, you gotta come and check it out. You got to, there's so many new cool stuff here in store. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Wings and Talents coming in from 11 to 2. Come by and check them out. Come say hi to me. I'll be in store tomorrow, working in the store. But we're gonna be here for you. If you have any questions on birds or how to attract more birds this fall, be sure you come in the store and check it out, or message me on Facebook and I'll try to answer the best I can. All right, guys, you have a wonderful Friday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next Friday, if not sooner. All right, guys, have a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.